Hi everyone, Dave Barnum here for another talk in my 53 Bridges series. I'm at a really special spot here in Whitby, Ontario, and I'll tell you about that in just a moment. But first of all, I want to share a talk today that runs along the lines of this theme, that if you can find somebody to serve, you may just discover the beauty of your own life. Now, we've got to go back to Schenectady, New York, over 30 years ago, and this story is about a gal named Lori, and Lori had some issues with a condition called agoraphobia, which is a fear of crowds and different social contexts. She also was in an abusive relationship with a gentleman that she couldn't get out of because she was getting on in years and she wanted companionship. And she turned to pills because of her fears and because of the abuse. But she had the wherewithal one evening that she knew enough that she had to go and get herself to a clinic, and she found herself at a psychiatric clinic inside of a hospital, and she asked for help, and they said that unless she was admitted, they couldn't really help her out. And so she didn't want to register. She decided to go home, and she was going to take her life. The telephone just happened to ring, and it was a call from Rouse's Point, New York, which is up in the northeastern corner of the state, kind of bordering the southern tier of Quebec and the western part of the Vermont border. And it was a phone call from a landlord who said, "Hi, I'm calling on behalf of Catherine, your sister, Lori, and her life is out of control. She is caught up in alcoholism. She is going through so many difficulties. She's suicidal. She has razor blades all around the house. She has a cat that she's not taking care of, and she's neglecting her home and her cat, and the bills are piling up. And if somebody doesn't come and help Catherine, she's going to die." So that was all Lori needed to hear. And Lori got a bus ticket, and she traveled hundreds of miles to the north, and she went and she tried to help bring some stability into her sister's life. She got her into AA programs, she got her into different support groups, and it was quite a volatile season for the both of them. But over the course of several years, both Lori and Catherine got to a place of stability. In fact, in the middle of all of this, Catherine was able to discover her sobriety after about 15 years of all the volatility. And not only that, but Lori was able to come outside of her own fears and inhibitions and her own phobias and really discover the beauty in life. And those two gals, they lived together. They had coffees together. Lori told me that they played canasta and cribbage and broke bread and had meals together. And unfortunately, a couple of years ago, Catherine passed away, but she enjoyed almost 13 to 15 years of sobriety. And both Catherine and Lori ended up discovering their lives and finding their lives and the beauty and the freedom that life offers in collaborating, in loving and being compassionate and working together. And she wanted me to share this story. She said, "Dave, if it'll help people, I want you to share this story." So listen, folks, I know you're listening out there, and I want you to remember this, that no matter where you are, whatever pain or difficulty that you might be going through, that if you will build a bridge from your pain to reach in to help somebody else in their pain, that you, yourself, your friends, your loved ones, that we can all discover the beauty that life has to give in really losing ourselves. And that's what Lori told me. She said, "Dave, in losing my life to my sister, I found my life." And if that isn't a lifelong adage that is counterintuitive to everything that we're brought up in thinking that we find life by gaining, no, we find life by giving. And so, folks, I want to say hi to everybody in 53 Bridges that watch me and follow me. And I also want to pay tribute tonight and dedicate this talk to one of the greatest servants and one of the greatest helpers of people in her life, and that is my mother-in-law, Selma Davini, who just passed away today. And I will have the privilege of eulogizing her. Mom, I can hardly wait to do it. I have more thoughts than you can ever imagine, and I'll do my best to keep it as brief as possible. But I want to say to each one of my friends out there and family out there, listen, remember, make sure until the next time I see you or the next time we speak, make sure you keep your hearts and souls sweet, everybody. And God bless you, Mom. Bye-bye.